it's been a couple of days, but the parts are beginning to trickle in. This is the pinion seal. I've got it right over here. Let's take a look at it and see if it's close. The shim pack with a nut and all that stuff's supposed to be here today too. That looks mighty familiar, don't it? All right. There's the old one. It looks just like it. I hope. All right, that looks good enough for me. I like the ones with lips on them. This outer lip, because it tells you when you're seated. So be sure and put a little grease or oil around the inside of the thing. So there you go. We're getting there. Special tools are being called out. I'm still waiting on parts, but I got my dial gauge indicator, my race driver inners, installers. I got my other stuff from the other day. I've kind of got my old bearings laid out, and ooh, you can't see that. And then there's the Shimmy Shimmy Cocoa Bops. I got a feeling she might have been a little bit off. So now I know what some of those little wafery pieces were. So I might be able to salvage a couple of these if I really, really need them. But I hope I don't. So I've got the axle out here. I'm going to power wash it because it stinks to the heavens. And then I'm going to see about doing some welding. And I got to see about getting that JB weld out of there too. Because I don't want to, you can't weld on JB weld. Sounds like you could, but you can't. One weld to another means a wholly different thing though, doesn't it? You know, it makes a guy feel bad sometimes. What comes up on Pandora? You're the cat. Oh my God, what did I do to deserve this? Mick's favorite song, by the way. Let's see what we're going to do here. All right, I think that answers that question. More like Pansy Dora. Oh boy, that'll be the day. Now we're talking. It's cold. See that steamy coming off there? If you got your gloves on, you can warm your hands up in there. Water heater down here blew months ago, and I don't think I'm going to replace it, but I've had this on a long time, and I'm just now to, whoa, 30. Well, that's better than nothing. We need to get hotter than that. So I got everything in there. I got the, you can see the gears almost. I got the differential, the ring and pinion and all the little parts in there. And with the use of some unnamed petroleum distillant, I've been power washing this. Hey, look, somebody's been here. What do you know? Could be Austin. Okay. So anyway, as in Austin Healy. So yeah, I got that about as good as I think I'm gonna get it. I've been hitting it with the zero nozzle on like crazy, trying to get it and scrape it. I think that's the third or fourth time I've cleaned it. I did get all that JB weld off of there. It didn't take too long. Mostly you can just whack it with a hammer. I use my brass hammer and it sort of just flies off. So it gets that brittle. So I'm not going to get to welding today. So I'm going to get some WD-40. I keep it in, how many times have you heard this song? And I always forget the music's on because I get so used to it. And so yeah, I had a little burn pile today. And let's see, I got, how much is in there? That's about full. I think my gallons, yeah, my gallons got enough in it. Yeah, I got plenty for this job and then some. So I got this, and so I'm going to just soak everything down so just keep it from flash rusting, and we'll bring her back in. So there you go. We're getting a start on things, and I think I've got everything out here I think I need. And I'll see, tomorrow I should be getting some more parts tomorrow. So I need one more seal. I need to finish out on the bearings, and I'm waiting on deliveries of other stuff. It takes a long time. to get this stuff all together. And it may not even work, but I've been studying. I've been looking and studying and trying to learn about these things. So I'm going to try to do my very best here. So it may blow up the first mile, but I'm going to try. I always said I'd never do an axle, but you know how it is. You can't make me, you can't make me, you can't make me, and then they make you. It's far later in the day. I've got my little salad going. I'm making my pizza crust for the upcoming 2 weeks. And and then this came. Shim kit. Looks like it's gonna work. Comes with a little nut and everything there. And we're hoping for the best. That is that thick washer that goes on the yoke. And so, all right, tomorrow. And I got some new socks. If you know me, when I buy clothes, it's only because the other clothes fell off of me. So I got some socks in there. So they're gonna be nice and warm. All right, well, tomorrow's a new day, right? Okay, good. The parts are trickling in. This is from Bolt Depot. So good. I'm glad, because I need this stuff. Let's put that over there. So I've got, hopefully I've got 10 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, looks like it. Those are stainless steel. It's a, what they call a 316. I think that's what they call this. These are going to be, yeah, 316 stainless steel. Those, you can't get these at the box store. You might can, but generally when you get up to this size, they go to, or this particular thing, they go up to, what, just coarse is all you can get. And these are going to be, those look right, the bolts for the U-bolts, 6, 8, got 8 of those. Also, stainless steel 316. I was kind of on a roll there, so I just rolled it on. So there you go. Let's go down there and see if they fit. And hopefully I'll get a call that my seal and my other bearings are in, and I can start on reassembly of this axle. This is the Bolt Depot 5/8 18. Let's you can snap those open like that with one hand. If your hands are dry, not greasy or anything. And these are from ubolts.com or something like that. So let's see if I got her here. I got her, okay. And 2, 4, there's 7 in there and 1 there. And that makes 8, okay. So cool, now let's go back over here. I don't hear the bird in here anymore. I think I ran him out. Running the tractor. Okay, let's find out. Oh, it's over here in the tank. I forgot that. Let's go get it. Okay. Someone's a-rocking my dreamboat. Well, someone's invading my dream. We were sailing along, peaceful and calm. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Someone's a-rocking my dreamboat. Yeah, this stuff will flash rust on you in no time. Let's try not to crush my camera to death here. Yeah, this carrier's heavy. Whoa, look how clean that got. It took a long time to get that water hot enough to do this. Oh, that's pretty funny. I don't wonder if I can get to that in time. See, look how clean that got that thing. Put it in there some more. See how that's clogged up? It's not. See, it looks like there's steel in there. It's just a bubble. Okay, let's see if I got this right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. Alright, stainless steel, wow. Okay, I'm gonna, ooh, look how dirty that got. Just that little bit, so there's gonna be a lot of cleaning. So, if you were thinking you don't need to clean your carrier and whatnot, you do. You're wrong. Wrong. Dead wrong. Okay, well, I got at least some hardware. Waiting on the call from the bearing place in advance for my other stuff. So let's get this back in there. Oh, you don't just unbolt this. You can, and then you got to heat it up to 200 degrees to get it back on. And we ain't doing any of that. We're just gonna change hardware and put some green Loctite on this thing, because these don't have lock washers. So I got green Loctite over there. So our problems are multi-fold here. We've got a crack at this perch right there. Once again, focusing. We've got a crack at this perch. This perch is actually loose, and you can tell that's not good. That's not a good thing. And I think these are in here good enough to hold the springs. I was talking about welding the springs on there. I have to remember that. Note to self, weld the springs on there or something. Maybe I won't do that, I don't know. So there's that one, and this one is basically just not there, but it's over here. Once again, I wish this thing was turned on, because it was, oh boy, girl from Ipanema. And there it is right there. I knew it was in there somewhere. So I got to get the air on so I can, well, maybe I could just use an electric drill and kind of clean this stuff off. So, I thought I remembered seeing another crack somewhere. Crack. And that goes on there like that. And this is bad in any number of dimensions here. So, okay, so I'm going to have to fit that down in there. I might have to do a little tappy tap. And I got it secure and all that other stuff, so, you know, I feel good about this. Doesn't look like it's real secure, but it is. Okay, so let's get the power on it, because I got to have the power to run the old Hobart. So the real other key here is how thick is this steel. It's pretty thick, so it's probably that thick. So you end up, I don't want to move this one-handed with the tank. There's a chart there. Those of us who weld, we know what we're talking about here. So you have to set it up. And I have my own methodology of, not that one. I don't trust that thing. I guess I should, but I just use the old-fashioned kind. And I don't wear it on my head. I weld with one hand, and I just kind of hold this and look through it there. It just makes life a little better. At least easier for me to do it that way. Okay, let's see what I can do here. And the other thing I got to do is weld one of these tubes. I can't remember which one, but right now we're going to do this, and then I've got to go in. I kind of want to just get some welding under my belt today. Alright, so the thing you got to remember here is you got brake clean or something like that you're using. If you get that down in that tube and start welding, you're gonna have a little bazooka right here. So that's why you hear the air compressor going. Just get your air and make sure this is completely blown out. Noise alert. That don't mean it ain't gonna. You might not have a little bit of a foof or something. It's poofing. One of my chemistry class observations. It's poofing. I have witnesses to that. Okay, so I think we're probably okay there. And where's my little hammer? There's the other little hammer. Told you I had two of them. And I'm gonna try to fit that on there, and then we're gonna crank that mother up there. The welding is most of it, but setup is some of it too. So I got it in there. I got a C-clamp on it, and I'm going to see what I can do about filling this in. I got plenty of wire. Let's inspect around here. See what I can get into. Is that dirt? No, that's something else. That'll go away. So I'm going to come down and around town. And then once I get it going there a little bit, I'll take this C-clamp off. But let me get it tacked. I saw Matt's garage. I was watching him do an Axel, and I think he has the exact same welder. I got this thing turned up to 100, not 110. Well, not 11, you know. And I've done the very best I can. Got some penetration. This perch is on there pretty good. I did a little extra welding around these towers. I actually kind of stitched around here because the guy at the GM Axel man, he said, you know, just kind of stitch it and do your best. I got some penetration into the head, into there. Boy, that's really terrible, isn't it? Oh! I am not much of a welder. This is hard stuff, though. This is old stuff, and it just don't penetrate greatly. So what I'm probably going to do, this is the side that leaks and was loose, just not loose now. I'm going to just flip it over, and I'm just kind of keep stitching it, and then I'm going to just do my best to you know, seal it when the time comes with JB Weld or whatever I got. Maybe some JB Weld and wrap it with some that blue tape if, you know, if it leaks, which I think it's going to. But I got it, you know, it's in there pretty good. Can't do anything about, you can see the gaps there. So, oh, I still got crud in there I got to get out. Man, I blew the bejesus out of this thing with a power washer. I'll do it again because there's still trash down in that, down in there. You can see it sort of pooled up down there. Okay, well, that's it for tonight. Now, generally what I do is I will hang around down here for about another 10 or 15 minutes and see if anything starts smoldering. I move the gas cans, that's a good idea, and I move the cloths out of the way. We might be at a point where I'm going to have to stop this video and start tomorrow. One thing I really wanted to do before we go is I'm going to get my micrometer and I'm going to talk about something here. This will help spread things out a little bit. These are the 25590. What guys do is they'll I've seen them say that they will epoxy those together and use these as dummy bearings. I don't know if that's a good idea, because if I'm going from Bauer to Timken, so I'm thinking the thickness of the races could be different, and that would throw off your shims, especially on the pinion one there. It's raining pretty good. So if the Timkens are like this and the Bauers, you know, if they're just a little bit different, and you use these as dummies and you shimmed it and you got the gear pattern and everything right in the axle, then it's going to be off when you put your Timkens in, because these are going to be different. These are Bauer, B-O-W-E-R, and I don't know if the tolerance between Bauer and Timken is the same. I don't want to open these till I have to. See, I got Timkens there. See, I got Timkens there. And so I don't have all the bearings yet. So that's just sort of my thoughts on that. I think you probably, or you could figure out the difference in shims and just keep record of it, and if one's thicker or thinner, you can compensate for the thickness of the old bearing race that's a different brand from the new bearing races, and you know, go at it that way. I guess you could try. So, but anyway, I got some welding done, and it sure smells like it, because all this, something about welding and old axle oil is pretty nasty. Okay, well, I think that's probably going to be enough for today on this video, so give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I sure appreciate that. See you next time. No birds. Did you notice? There's my little thingies hanging down. Cool. Well, I wanted to do this before I go, so I want to see if there's any light coming through here. and see if I missed anything. I don't see any light. See the lights on the other end. Okay, I don't see any light there. Let's go to the other side. This is a perfect time to do this, and then I can kind of say to myself, I've been down here about 20 minutes waiting to make sure everything's okay. So the only thing I see is the reflection of the, well, maybe I did a little better than I thought I did. Sure looks horrible, but there's no light peeking through anywhere. All right, well, I'll be danged. You can't see it, but I got my thumb up, so do that for me. And there goes the traffic. Hear the rain? All right. Oh no, don't go don't go out on your now light. Okay. All right. Good night, guys, or good morning, or whatever. Good day. Have a good day. A whole day, all day and night. There's my little house up in the rain, all decorated for Christmas. Isn't it cute? And, yes, it is. Now I'm the red, green, white. That's all the colors I use now, except on Snowman. That's why it looks so fancy. Doesn't have pink and purple and chartreuse and all those dumb colors. Can't stand that. All right, bye-bye.